From the very beginning, I always thought that this huge Caves and Cliffs update was too good to be true, and as we all know by now, it has been absolutely torn apart in recent weeks and months by delays by Mojang. That is why in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Minecraft 1.17 delayed features information, telling you everything we know so far, along with the likelihood of when we'll see these features, and maybe if they've been all around delayed indefinitely. So if you do want to enjoy this video and you like the axe a lot, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new around here. But without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. Now let's begin with arguably the biggest one, the most important one, the Warden and the Deep Dark. This was a big shock to a lot of us when we actually found out that these had been delayed until the end of the year. But oh no, that is not the case. I know a lot of you, and I've saw a lot of comments saying they've been delayed to 1.18. What do you mean? And I just want to put that theory to bed, because we actually do not even know when these features will release anymore. King B Dogs came out on Twitter, and this was when the delay was actually announced, saying there's been some questions about the Deep Dark / Warden coming in part 1. I can say that they're not coming in part 1 of the Caves and Cliffs update. The reason for this is that they have heavily interconnected gameplay mechanics and simply must come as a full package. I've talked about that numerous times, and obviously, I've talked about it, had many discussions about it, but the most important part about this I want you all to know is that King B Dogs below this actually tweeted out, also important to note that there is currently no timeline for when these features will come, but we will keep you up to date as soon as we know more info. So this is like a lot worse than a lot of you may realise. The features have not been delayed to 1.18, they've not been delayed to that safety net, they've actually been delayed indefinitely. Now let me explain what I mean by that. A lot of people get scared when they hear that word, indefinitely, but basically what that means is they've been delayed without any set release date or anything like that. Basically they've been delayed and we know nothing about when we will see them. So all we know at the moment is that they're not coming in 1.17, and we do not know what has happened to these features. It's basically like they're being thrown into the void in the end dimension, because we literally do not know what is going to happen to these features now, or when we can expect to see them. Another reason I'm talking about these early on in the video is because I think it is certain that we will see these features because of how big they are. They're literally like the main feature of this update. It's like doing the Nether update without the updated Nether biomes. That's basically what this is like. Obviously you can say whatever you want, maybe the caves generation's more important, or the mountain generation, but I believe personally the Warden is like the mascot of this update, just like how the piglin was a mascot of the Nether update. But let's get into the uncertainty area, the features we really are quite concerned about at the moment, and we do not know if we will ever see these features again. The most notable one, which a lot of people have been begging Mojang to update us on and tell us a bit of information about, is the archaeology system. Just in case you forgot what this is, it's the system that adds dig sites to the game, where you'll be able to find these procedurally generated structures underground, where you can actually dig into them and use this new item, the brush, to brush away at blocks to find either ceramic shards or some cool loot like diamond blocks, emerald blocks, a bunch of cool stuff like this, right? It's a really cool system that I thought was really interesting. This would also allow for the creation of clay pots where you could create your own. It's literally a 3D pot which can be placed down, and you just put your own custom pieces into it, which is basically the first item in the game where you can make it personalized and customized in that way. Unfortunately though, Mojang did say this themselves, the archaeology system has been delayed indefinitely. We will not be seeing this in 1.18 from the current information we have, so a lot of us are expecting to see this at the very earliest right now in 2022. And the most recent delay, which in my opinion is the most shocking and the most mysterious, is the delay of candles, bundles and sculk sensors. Now this is really like mind-blowing to me and baffling, because Mojang said that they delayed the update to focus on team health and to make sure they did not have to go into crunch, which does make a lot of sense. But if they've delayed the update for the health of the team and to look after their team, why are they now removing features from snapshots we've already got to either be reworked or cancelled? That just does not make sense. It's mind-blowing to me. The team have spent so many months working on all of these features. The bundle was perfectly fine, and a lot of other people have agreed with me on this, and also the candles. It's literally just a block that's textured to look like a candle that can be lit with a flint and steel, and the skulk sensor, which has been around for what feels like forever now. People like Mumbo Jumbo have been testing it and they absolutely love it. So why have these 3 features, some of the most finished and perfectly normal and complete features in the game right now, actually been removed? It really is quite confusing. This leads a lot of us to believe, especially me actually, that the reason the update was delayed is just because Mojang's not happy with it, especially with what's going on in the world. I can imagine that a lot of features had to be rushed and maybe not what Mojang initially imagined. They said this with the archaeology system, where they said they want to make it as good as possible, and they actually said they want to make it more Minecrafty. So I'm guessing that Mojang just want to spend a bit of time to rework these features and make sure that they don't regret adding them in a few weeks. I think the common theme with all of this is that Mojang delayed these so that they can make them as good as possible. It seems like that now the world might be getting back to semi-normal, or in some parts of the world at least. Mojang want to kind of redo some of these features. They might not have actually ended out how they initially imagined and planned. That's what I'm guessing this is. Things are not looking good for this update, I'm going to be real. 1.17 was literally one of the most hyped up updates I've ever saw for Minecraft, and now it's gone from being extremely hyped to literally so many people have just like stopped caring about this update now. All of the focus is on 1.18, but the thing is, they've gone from having one extremely feature rich, content packed updates that everyone was hyped for to 2 mediocre updates. Like, do not get me wrong, the updated cave generation and the mountain generation is extremely cool, and it's something we've wanted forever now, but the fact that it's been delayed and everyone's already saw all of it, and now we've just got to wait to see these, it's obviously it's put a bit of a sour taste in people's mouth, and that's all I can really say at the minute. But that's it for this video, everyone. This is all of the delayed features we know about so far, and that is all of the information we know about them so far. You'll notice a common theme, which is that Mojang have not really specified when any of these features will be coming to the game, and I believe that was done intentionally to avoid pressure on them or the team, and it's a pretty smart way of doing things, but it just annoys a lot of us that we really do not know a lot about these features now, or when we can see them. But yeah, that's it for this video, everyone. If you did enjoy and you're excited for these features to get their way into the game, be sure to drop the video a like and subscribe if you're new around here. But thanks for watching and goodbye.